is Ted. I am your DM for this evening. Here today, we are doing Doom Part 2. We have Alinus, Tarek, and Thorka with a possible fourth on the way. Hello and welcome. What did you miss? They went ahead and dealt with the Black Knight, and they were able to get him back, which is amazing and awesome. However, the Black Knight did terrible things by killing women and children and things like that. And there's more. Now, there's a Kraken that's afoot that they may have to deal with. So, we're going to go to them, and we'll see what they want to do.
Something to do with
Hello.
the... Hey.
So, we are back, and from here, you are currently in Tiver's Port and Dine. From the last session, you were able to get back Thorka, and Thorka has had a week-long rest, which has helped him clear his head. And from there, all of you, for the most part, have looked around and explored yourselves, or explored what you can do. You did hear about the Kraken and what is going on with that, and that's what I have for you. What would you like to do from here?
Well, I would think Thorka, after spending a lot of time recovering and then finally today feeling good, and he, walking around the city and finished his work at the temple, definitely went to Tivers just so he could finally catch up with Tarek, who he hasn't seen a lot of this week because of just being in bed or just trying to get to the temple to learn what's been going on and just to work on himself from the ordeal he went through, and knew he would find his friend keeping the inn alive.
Yeah, so Tarek is just sitting at the table, just having a bite, and a little to drink, and sees Thorka comes in and gestures towards him to sit down. I'm like, sit down, my friend.
Definitely. And this is probably like the last time you might have saw him. He was probably walking around no armor with like a walking stick and just kind of just all over the place. And this is the first time where you see him kind of looking normal from what how you perceive him. He's back suited up, walking around. He looks strong again. So he sits down. You hear that clink of armor against the wood, and just like I don't know. I mean, I don't think I ever want to give this place. This place is special, and I'm just glad to be back. We spent all that time in hell, away from our home, and then I spent a lot of time away from you guys. So I'm just glad to just sit here on a wooden bench, drinking ale next to you.
And I clapped my hand on his shoulder and I said, "It's been a long journey, my friend." I said, "But we're not entirely finished yet. That's for sure."
Nope.
But I will say this. Something's not entirely right with me. I got this feeling that there's just something missing. And I proceed to tell him what I've done for the past few days with securing some ship duty and how everything felt right. And even the crew that I worked with said that I'm just a natural.
So Thorka, listening to the story, And like was he's talked to other people, like the other like he's chatted with Jabu a little bit because they were like resting together and just kind of piecing it together with contact clues. He's like, all right, Tarek, let me ask you a question. How did you get to the city? Do you remember?
And that's, I remember arriving here, and it's that's where all the fogginess begins.
So you arrived here.
And then I've been just, I've had some debts to pay, and joined up with one of the guilds and basically to pay some debts for some, I guess, let's say, mistakes that I made
All right.
with some of the other guilds.
Sorry. So,
But I don't know. There's just, like I said, there's a lot of haze, and then everyone, even up to a certain point, I know that I had something with the ocean. I lived on the ocean. I know that. But why I'm here, I don't know. I just don't know. That's what I mean by something's not right. I'm not a natural. I know what I'm doing. It felt like home. And that feeling is too powerful for me to ignore. So something happened. And I can't put my finger on it.
well, so if you trust me to tell you the truth, this, and the thing is, I don't think this is a jog your memory kind of thing. I can only assume from the experiences I had in hell with you that something happened down there that you lost your memory. And who we fought a lot of powerful things that had powerful evil ways about them. So to eat something as precious as his memory is definitely, within their power. But you came here to the city because you lost what was most precious to you at the time of your life was your boat. You had a boat that you sailed. You had men under you, and you made your life on the seas taking what could be took. Same as how I was brought up. Same way, just different flavors. Now, life has changed, and you've grown, like you have grown, I've grown, even Jabu have grown from the people that we were when we got here to the people we are right now. So you love the sea, and you know that. You feel that in your bones. I don't think anything can take that away from you. You know how to work a boat. It's just like walking. You'll just do it. So you're just missing the specific thing of you came here because you wanted to get a boat. You wanted to own your boat again, get back on the open sea, and living the life of a free man. But now it's different, and you don't have that memory. But maybe that's not the most important thing. I think the most important thing is that you still have the love of the sea in you. I don't think anything could take that away from you. So in a way, you're lucky that whatever took your memory away, whether it was something to hurt you or you gave it up willingly, at least it didn't take the love of the sea away, and you still know how to function on the sea. And then now you just maybe have to mature that again. And when we're done with this, we're gonna get a boat. We're gonna go out and work the sea again. When we're done with Byzant, we're going to get a boat and do this. And you're gonna captain that boat. So you gotta get your your sea legs back. And we gotta take Jabu with us because he's gonna go in the crow's nest. He's gonna keep lookout for us.
Yeah, see, he said something about teaching him how to sail.
I wouldn't put it past you that you told him that you were going to do that.
I
So
just
you don't remember.
it just angers me that that was taken from me.
As it should, but like I said, think of it
I don't know.
think of it this way. You still have the love of the sea. Nothing could take that away. And you have to be gracious for that. You know, it didn't take that away. You can still go on a ship like you just did. You said you went on there and you felt it. You can't take that away. The evil of hell couldn't take that away. It took your memory away. Well, you know what? We're gonna make new memories. Because you know what? That Tarek that came here broke and poor without a ship, that's not Tarek anymore. That's an old Tarek. That he does not exist anymore. Even if you didn't lose your memory, that Tarek didn't exist anymore. Now this Tarek is a different person. This person has now experienced true menacing evil, but survived and balked at it. This one is now connected politically in different systems here. Whether you want to or not, you still are. So you know you are a skilled. You're a much more skilled person now than you were. So now make new memories, and I think as you make new memories, that anger will subside. And if you need to focus that anger into something, you focus the anger into the battle with Byzant. And we know about this Kraken. That seems to be the next piece of the puzzle to taking care of that.
Yeah, this is true. Focusing anger is always a good thing.
Or we can drink.
But it still doesn't change the fact that my future and the path that I think I'm on may not necessarily have been the path I was on. And I guess I don't know.
Hey,
It's a control thing, I think, in the end.
When I first got here, I was
I
just a
don't know
guy
what
looking
happened.
to make money swinging the sword. And now I'm a paladin in the Temple of Thor. I'm, you know, a ranking member in my guild hall. Who we were doesn't necessarily make who we are right now. You know, you forge, you know, that path. And you just try to survive to do it, to see who the Tarek is of tomorrow.
Yeah, and in some ways, it's actually, now that you're telling me this about the memory being taken, it's making some decisions a lot easier.
Well, I'm glad to help. And I think we need to make another decision of getting more drinks to our table.
Ale's
Yes.
just been hanging out watching this human interaction and learning and drinking.
I apologize, and then looking at and kind of like looking at Tarek in that way of like, what the fuck is her name again? And but I apologize if we were ignoring you. Tarek, help.
I look at him and I say, Dorka, this is a lens.
Yes, good old Alanis.
She is in the Loris Guild,
Yes,
and
good
she came
old.
to our party in hell while we were en route to get the elixir.
It's okay. We met when we were saving / beating you.
Yes.
That I have a memory of. Don't worry about that. And let me just say thank you, because I don't. I hope to learn more of your story with the group as we go on. But thank you for showing up when you did to support them. And Ted, do I see a signet ring on Alanis? Or do I think she has been granted one yet?
You don't think she's been granted one yet.
Okay, so Thorka just makes a mental note of that. Because he wears his on his hand. He doesn't hide it or anything like that.
And
so
Alanus, you know that the signet ring specifically is reflective of someone who's a high-ranking member of that guild.
Right.
But yes, thank you, Alanus. But please, when I definitely want to take the time to learn your story about so you can help fill in the blanks of when I was gone. And I'd love to hear about your time in the Iuris Guild. Whether has it been a long time, or you were a new recruit. I know Jabu told me you were a paladin. So just were you in Iuris and then you became a paladin, or were you part of your order? And maybe the Iuris work does collect its fair share of paladins, clerics, and warriors, would-be knights to its to the guild. So I'm not surprised to meet another paladin in the Iuris Guild. There's been quite a few in our time here, but sometimes it's a little bit of a revolving door. It's dangerous work, as you know. I need to take time in the next few days to go to the guild to check things out. I didn't have time in the last couple of days. Within the last 2 days, today and yesterday, I felt my strength my strength of body and my strength of mind really come back to feel normal again. So next is, the political part of it, which sadly we need to play if we want to do good in a city. But thank you.
Sure. Yeah. My order and the guild seemed to just line up nicely, so it was a happy accident for me.
Well, that's good. Thorka will order, he'll find someone and get more drinks brought to the table and start. So I know, I'm pretty sure everyone has seen and heard about the posting of this Kraken stopping trade, and now this thing has maybe become the pet of Byzant. This seems like the logical direction that we need to go into, especially if this leads to his phylactery. Finding the phylactery is the key to destroying Byzant. We can go and fight him 100 times and win, but never win because we don't know where his phylactery is. That has to be destroyed. That has his essence in there. And until we destroy that, fighting Byzant means nothing, and many, many people that have lost their lives will go without any justice.
No, agreed. Anything to weaken Byzant. I think we've been following the steps and sticking to the plan for the most part, so I don't see any point in deviating from it. I even recall our former associate Beacon saying the same thing about the phylactery. And then that's the toughest part is finding where that's at.
Yeah, Beacon was definitely more knowledgeable than I was on those things. That was definitely his area of study of a lot of those. But I've been able to do some a little bit of research. But the whole idea of any kind of lich of any kind of level, they have a phylactery. So him being a Dracolich, a very powerful being, it means the same thing. We have to find it, and if this Kraken is a key to that, then we have to fight it. Do we have a contact for this mission?
No, you don't. But oddly enough, you do see that Dilly seems to be speaking to someone, and they seem to be very buddy-buddy. And he looks very obvious as a captain or someone who normally sails a ship.
Does his look have any familiarity to us who have been in the city?
Unfortunately not, but he does look like he walks and stands with a purpose. He's himself, and he just pushes through, not worrying about a care in the world.
So Thorka taps Tarek and kind of gestures his head to look at the old sea dog sitting and talking to Tilly.
Well,
What do you think?
they seem to be getting on swimmingly.
And we know that the Kraken has been completely shutting down sea travel. So who do we talk to except someone that looks experienced? And if you're old and you're looking like that means you're experienced. And then he looks at Alanis that when you work at sea, sometimes you don't have that many birthdays. It's a hard life. So if you're, because he could recognize that she's not human, right?
My eyes are weird glowy colors, so yeah.
Yeah. So him not completely knowing what you are, you could be long lived, you could not be, but he just points out when you're human, when you're mortal and human, and you look like that, and you've been at sea, you've got lots of stories to tell. So, might be a good person to talk to. You guys ready to go and mingle, make some friends?
Yeah.
All right. So, Dorka will kind of move up, and he goes up there. He sir, you look like you have a story, and I'd like to buy you your next drink, if you allow me to. Tilly can vouch for us that we're good patrons.
Oh yeah, he's been talking to me about you all. You're actually the talk of the town right now. Many people are a little worried about you, Thorka, going back on how you feel and killing more women and children. But I know that's all behind you, lad.
It's behind me like a bad dream, and we're gonna do our best to eradicate the true menace here in Inverness. So, I've heard your trade. Being out at sea has been stopped completely by this Kraken.
Well, stopped for everyone but me.
Oh, really?
Yes, my name is Arden Time, and I pilot the ship called the Daffodil. It is a mighty ship. Regardless of the name, the crew likes the name, so I haven't been able to change it. But alas, we're not a pirate ship, so it doesn't really matter what our name is. And he kind of looks downward.
And you know what? If the crew likes it, that's a good enough reason to have the name. So, why is your ship? And then he also while he was talking, he asked whatever he was drinking. He asked Tilly for 4, so one for each of us. So what's special about your ship to get around this trouble?
Well, there's nothing special about the ship at all. The crew itself doesn't want to wait for the risks to be over. So, hopefully, we don't run into anything. But we also want to get the money from the guilds to go ahead and get more money, if you know what I mean. So the guilds are paying for ships to take people out and drop them in a specific location to try to kill the Kraken. And it's a bit dangerous, but they've paid us 3 times now. 3 crews have gone down and none have survived. So, luckily the Kraken eats them and doesn't destroy the ship, so we don't mind doing it.
Thorka kind of gives a huh. Yeah, exactly. Huh.
Now that being said, lads, if you think that you could do it yourself, then great. I invite you onto the ship and you can do it. But I will warn you that only a certain few can hold their breath very long, so I would grab some brews to let you breathe down there before you go down.
So I lean in and I just ask him, I said, so why is it your ship can get through? And you've got this apparently sweet little gig going on.
It's because my crew is not afraid of a silly tale, and they don't believe in it. So, a confused crew all aside, they do what they do, and I just bring them out, and they listen to me, which I'm perfectly fine with. It is truly nothing special in regards to what I do. I do everything in my power as a captain to keep them safe, but I also have to abide by the crew and abide by the quartermaster. And if they want profit, then I must abide by that.
You're the middle guy.
Well, I'm the captain of the ship, but I swear an oath to my crew. So, if my crew wants to do something, I have to obey because they are my brothers and sisters.
What do you think, Tarek?
I guess I'll make an insight.
Sure.
Tarek reads everybody, like never.
Well, you believe him. You're blown away by how much confidence he has and his ability to talk. Rolling a 1 really helped.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way to go, it sounds like, Thorka.
Yeah, I think you're right. At least it's the quickest option we have right now to go after him. But we need to.
Oh, I don't think we're gonna do this right now. I think definitely we need to.
Oh, we have to prepare. Of
Yeah.
course. I mean, but it's the quickest way that now we can make a plan.
Yes.
Well, I would be more than happy to take you out today, right now, but I would suggest that you gather some potions to breathe underwater before you go down. Or else the taste of the sea will take you.
And I'm just nodding my head in agreement.
That being said, once you go down there, we will not leave until there is either no trace of you, which has happened, or you swim back up, which is fine, and then we'll bring you back onto the ship and set the sail back to Inverness. We have had some very strange things out there happen. Nothing people like you can't handle. But it's gotten more and more vicious. So please be on your best preparation of sorts.
All right, so we know we gotta try to do a little shopping, I guess, and we'll at least find out if we can get our hands on these things and how much they cost.
Yeah. Yeah, so I just say to Arden, I said, all right, we'll see you back here. We need to step out, do
All
some
right.
preparations.
Well, here's the deal. You can head over to my ship when you're ready. It
We're not.
is it is to the southwest, or I can sit here and wait for you. But I don't mind waiting in the ship, getting it prepared.
Then we'll look for your ship, the Daffodil.
Sounds good. I'm going to finish my conversation with Dilly, and then I'll meet you there. By the way, here's some interesting information as well to help you. If you survive, we are told to give you 50% of what we get, as well as your own payment through the guild, which means that you'll be handsomely rewarded. So be prepared for that, assuming you survive.
Yeah, I just want to get back alive. So we'll address that. Obviously, if we'll make it back.
Aye, yes.
But good to know.
And then you start hearing him talk to Dilly, and they're just kind of laughing amongst themselves, old sea stories and things like that.
Right. So I get up and I walk over to the two of them. I said, and all right, I'm gonna go to Mills.
I mean, yeah, sounds about right. That's, he's
See
never failed us
what's
before.
see what's there. Since we kind of stopped you, and I kind of just gestured towards Thorka. Um, not gonna lie, a lot of businesses and people we're leaving. But anyways, let's go to Mills and let's see what he can do for us.
Okay, let's go.
Where's the door?
Shift you over to the city map, and then you're gonna head over to Mills. You said.
Yeah.
So you head over to Mills. Mills glass door, and when you see through it, you see that there is a lot of people inside the store, a lot more than usual, and he almost seems a little overwhelmed, just based on how many people are there. When you guys enter, he greets you guys. Hey, what's going on? We've been a little busy since we got some more stuff in here. What do you need?
Clearly. So I turn to Thorka and Ale and I say, well, we definitely need something water breathing for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
We need something water breathing. I think that's like the most important thing, and we gotta see if we can afford it. We haven't been in the city for a long time, so funds are low.
Oh, it's on the house. You're all set. Your friend Tarek went ahead and went out, and he was part of the crew that went ahead and gathered more things for people. So regardless of what he was paid, uh, you know, I'm certainly going to go ahead and make some stuff for you guys for free. That's not a problem. I wouldn't have had stuff here if it wasn't for him. So, you said 3 water-breathing potions. Are you aware that I've sold 9 of these so far in the last week? And I have never seen those people again. Where are you going?
Extreme fishing.
Well, I certainly hope that after you catch your extreme fish that you don't stay silent with the fishes. And that's all I really have to say about that. And you see him grab what seems to be pre-made potions. It seems like he was prepared for more people that would need this potion. All right, here you go. You can take all 3, and you're all set. And I'll give you one more just in case.
Tarek is just standing there. He's just stunned at what just was happening.
Should we also purchase healing potions just in case?
I mean, if we can get our hands on healing potions, it's definitely a big thing. We don't know what we're really coming across. It's a kraken.
Yes. Do you have healing potions in stock?
I
as
have
well?
I have every variety of healing potion in stock. I will give you 1 for free, but you can only choose 1.
Well, if you guys want to choose the one,
1 for each of you.
Oh.
So
Well,
what
we would
strength of
want
healing
something.
would you like?
Well, we would want something at the highest level that you can offer us.
I figured you would say that, and that's not a problem. Hold on 1 second. And you see him open a small chest that has what looks to be an intricate runic lock that seems to just unlock when he touches it, and it seems to be filled with potions. Probably more money in there potion-wise than you've ever seen before. And he takes out 3 small vials. The vials are so small that they fit between your fingers, but they're just as potent. All right, here you go. I'll give you 1 each. And you all have 1 supreme healing potion each.
You never fail us. You really don't. Thank you so much.
Well, think about it this way. You've donated to go ahead and fix up my stuff when it was destroyed, and you went ahead and helped the town by going ahead and getting supplies. So I mean, I feel like the town can use a little bit more of you. But Thorka, and I'm gonna say this nicely. Please don't hurt anybody else that doesn't deserve it. All right?
No, we're not. We're only hurting the things that deserve it. You don't have to worry from me anymore. We've already it's done. That person is gone and dead. He's killed.
All right, good.
if it's not too much trouble, is it all right if I purchase 3 greater, um, greater healings?
Sure, whatever you need, I have them. And you can just take that out of your inventory gold-wise, and then you can add those items.
Yep.
So what else can we think of that will help us in the water? Now, yeah, we can breathe now in the water. Is there anything that helps us move in the water better?
All I heard you say it was water. So how are you gonna drink these while you're underwater?
Well, can we take it before we were to go in the water, and then it stays active?
Well, you can obviously you could drink the breathing underwater before you jump down there, but how are you gonna drink a potion of healing while you're down there?
That is true. That is true. Actually, then can it be done through a syringe?
No, that's what I was gonna suggest to you. If you need a syringe, we have them. Just go ahead and you know prepare the syringes before you go, and they're very small tips. So all you have to do is push it as hard as you can into your arm, push it, and you're done.
All right, sounds simple enough. Now, how about, do you know of anything that will help us move in the water better?
Yeah, strong arms.
Well, other than that, I'm talking about magical means.
Unfortunately, not.
All right, that's fair.
But you should be just as fast out of the water as you are in the water. I just don't suggest you try to throw anything while you're in the water.
Yeah, you don't any spears, javelins, they don't work in the water. So, and it looks over at Tarek. You know, make sure you got your swords ready because the crossbow isn't going to be that helpful.
Oh, I can get up close and personal.
Well,
that's what it needs to be.
anyone and so anyone have any experience with how magic works in the water? Like, I have no idea. Does it work the same, or are we gonna? Is it hindered? Anyone know?
That's a no from me. Unless there's a pool nearby.
Yeah, I don't know. Huh. Ted,
Well,
would I know from being on the sea and exposure to magic while being out there?
Yeah, same thing for me. Thorka has the same background, so do they like know?
you
They
both, yeah. So you both know that once someone can breathe underwater, they can talk underwater, and when you can talk underwater, you're basically all set.
got it.
I think we'll be okay. You know, magic. Just as long as I guess you follow the rules, that you learn how to cast your spells, it should still work. And it's, water is just water. If it's not the same as, I guess, swinging something or shooting a crossbow or throwing a javelin, it's magic. So I think we'll be fine with that. So Ted, would Thorka know how fucked he is over with his armor in the water?
Yes.
I was thinking about that.
Yes, he would.
Well, it's just gonna have to work harder in the water then to make sure everything works. And he looks over at Alanis. Just be careful under the water wearing all that. Um, you're really gonna have to show up. If he looks her up and down. He can't really tell because you're wearing clothes. If you don't feel, and this is no slight against you, but if you don't feel physically strong enough to swim under the water with the armor on, um, the only things I can tell you right now is either switch to something lighter, or you might want to purchase and see if he has a potion to increase your strength temporarily, at least so that way you're not fighting too much. I've got enhancements and training, so I know it's going to be hard for me, but if you don't have the same things, you may want to think about either downgrading armor or acquiring a potion that could help boost your strength.
So, just to give you a little bit of a clarification for anything. Heavy armor doesn't affect any form of movement with swimming beyond reducing your speed if you don't meet the strength requirement. Otherwise, any movement that you do in the water is going to require every foot of movement requires 1 extra foot. So basically, everything is difficult terrain underwater.
Got it.
The rules for underwater combat is that when you're making a melee weapon attack, a creature that doesn't have a swimming speed, so that's basically all of you, unless it's natural or granted by magic, has disadvantage in the attack roll unless the weapon is a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident. A ranged weapon attack automatically misses, even against a target within normal range.
Okay then. So I figured we were all like huddled up and talking about, at least Tarek and I, kind of pulling our knowledge together of what we've seen and how people have fought in the open sea.
Mm-hmm. You also think to yourself with your passive insight that the gel protection is likely not going to work underwater.
Yeah, because it would just wash off. So, all right, everyone. So this is the time where if you got to make some kind of weapon change, armor change, looking for other implements, this is the place to do it.
Yeah, I ask Mills if he has anything that could aid us in swimming or being more agile while underwater. I said the water breathing is great. That's the first step, but we're not born to the waters and live in them. So could there be something, maybe a ring or something else that maybe anything that could help us out?
Well, are you aware of a spell that allows you to do it? Because then I can make a potion for it.
I don't know if I would, since I'm not really a magic caster. I don't know.
Hold on. I am researching this.
Oh.
So yeah. Well, let me look in my little permutations. And you see him go underneath the counter and look throughout, almost like he's looking through a junk drawer. And then finally he pops back out. Alright, this little copper ring, I only have it for one person. This'll help you. But you can only give it to one person, so. And he pops it on the ground. I'll let you, or not on the ground, on the table. I'll let you borrow it. But you gotta bring it back.
That's fair enough. Mill, you've been very helpful to us. In all honesty. So it's only, justice to return it in kind. So I thank you for the help that you've given us so far. And I pick up the ring and I say, we'll definitely return this.
All right, no problem. Just make sure you put it on before you jump in the water.
Right. So I turned to the group. I said, well, basically, I said this should aid someone in being able to maneuver quickly. And then it becomes the ever fun, well, actually, who gets to wear it. I think it shouldn't be me because I already have the boots of speed. So I will have a little bit more movement.
Well,
And I
you're
kind of pat the sword and I said, and if the sword cooperates, it would be even more buff. So I would say it would be you, Thorka, or Ale, whoever is going to get up front and needs to maneuver.
well. I'm usually up front in a fight. Alanis, what is just not really knowing what is your preferred method of fighting?
Usually up front, as she pats her hilt a little bit, as I'm usually working with my partner here, but since bigger weapons aren't always good underwater, I need to have a talk. Um,
Now,
yeah,
just to be transparent, with that ring equipped, you would have a swimming speed, and because of that, you would not have disadvantage underwater. So the ring does a lot.
Well, I mean, I seem to remember maybe Jabu just telling me over the last couple of days you are also a talented combat spellcaster. So, just like I said, thinking about the three of us, if you backed us up with spells from a distance, and then if I had the ring and could get in front of this thing with my shield, fighting up front, and Terra coming in and out, being the speedy bastard that he is, even underwater, I'm sure he's gonna be um, more mobile than most. That might be the best tactic.
yeah, I still think I want to pick up a slightly smaller weapon after I have a quick talk. But yeah, I can do that.
We're in no rush. Whoever you might have to see, or if you have to pray on it, take your time. We're just preparing for the journey. So if we're all in agreement, I'll take the ring, um, and put it on. Just I guess to try it out. So I guess to attune to it.
Does not require attunement.
Oh, okay. So do you want to drop that in my inventory?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
There you go.
All right, thank you. I see it right there. Um, okay, so how about we take some time, Alanis, wherever you're comfortable to do your meditating or whatever you need to do. Please go ahead and what time is it?
It is. It's getting close to nighttime. The sun is still out on the horizon, but you're not sure how long that boat is going to be waiting for you.
Um, Alanis, how much time do you think you need to do what you got to do?
Oh, just a few moments just to ensure a disagreement doesn't take place.
Okay. Do you know where the docks are?
Yeah, I'll be pretty close behind you.
So how about Tarek? Let's go to the dock and get the ship ready, and we'll wait for you, Alanis. So take your time, but don't take your time in the same way. Is that good with you, Tarek?
Yeah, sure. That's
Is there anything
fine.
else you need to do? I don't want to rush you.
No, I'm fine with heading towards the boat.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna head towards the boat and kind of get it going, help get it going, but also making sure we don't leave Alanis.
Right.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and Alanis is just gonna like go off somewhere real quick to kind of explain to her sword real quick that she does have to use another weapon, and it's a situation thing. It's not a personal thing.
So, what were the weapons underwater? You said
Javelin, dagger, trident, and I was another light weapon in there.
Yeah, hold on.
it was it was the rapier, correct? I could have swore I heard rapier.
It could have been because it's finesse and piercing.
It's got to be a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident.
Yeah, because they're all piercing and all like light weapons.
Yep.
So I'm sure this is probably a no, but I just want to double check. My sunblade, can it just like shrink itself to a a short sword or no?
Nope.
Well,
Okay, figured I'd ask.
What is your pact?
Hexblade, pact of the blade.
You can change it. Your pact weapon can change, I believe.
Yeah, if it's your pact blade, it's a bit of a different thing. But you're using specifically a sun blade. The sun blade is not your pact blade. Like, she found the sun blade.
Okay. I like it was my understanding, like my thing from playing, and the thing is, this is your ruling. I just think you can turn a weapon into your pact weapon. Like, that's just like you can it's the whole like you concentrate on it to turn it into that kind of thing. But like I said, it's up to you guys. I think that's the way it's written in the book, but like don't quote me on that shit. I just but just you do it the way you guys want to do it.
You could transform one magic weapon into your pact weapon by performing a special ritual while you hold the weapon. Perform the ritual over the course of 1 hour, which can be done during a short rest. You can then dismiss the weapon, shunting it into an extra-dimensional space, and appears whenever you create your pact weapon thereafter. You can't affect the artifact or sentient weapon in this way. The weapon ceases being your pact weapon if you die. If you perform a 1 hour ritual on a different weapon, or if you use a 1 hour ritual to break your bond with it, the weapon appears at your feet. If it is blah, 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 blah. So, yes, you're right. However, you can't change it from what it is. Like, you can't change the from longsword to short sword, or change the what it like if you decided to just make a pact of the blade magic short sword, you could do it with no magic weapon to kind of clone over. However, because you're cloning over a weapon that already exists, that weapon that already exists cannot change into a smaller or shorter weapon.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. You know how that gets wonky. that gets really like, oh, how's that work? But yeah, so do figure out what you want to do, Kat. I guess you can concentrate on something else, or you just use your sword, or figure it out, or just blast things.
Well, yeah, my primary is I'm gonna blast things, but I'm gonna grab just a short sword just in case I need it, so I'm not swinging like a moron underwater.
No, it's fine.
Right. So if you use a weapon that's not on this list, you're at disadvantage, or you can't use that weapon type.
just a
in there.
disadvantage. You can still use the weapon type.
Right, so it's just disadvantage. All right.
Just. No big deal.
No, that's good to know. I'm just looking at my list to see if I ever had a short sword.
I mean, with your Eldritch Blast, you have 3 beams now. So, I mean, you know.
That's true. And my chill touch does lots of ouch.
Yeah, so completely up to you, but yeah, just something I messed up when I was playing IRL D&D this Saturday that just came up. I don't know why I didn't know this, but I didn't realize that the cantrip spells count the amount of total levels you have, not the amount of levels you have in that class. And
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, that's why Eldritch Blast has 3 beams, because you get 3 beams at level 11. And that's why your Chill Touch does so much damage, because it's at 11th level, it's 3d8.
Yeah, because
So,
if you look at the spell description, it doesn't
Ah.
say sorcerer levels. It doesn't say warlock levels. It just says levels.
Okay, yeah, it's actually the same thing for my Radiant Blast, too. Sweet.
yeah, Radiant Blast, you can't pick as a spell, by the way. That spell was made specifically for the artifact that a gentleman had before he inexplicably jumped into the river Styx. That's why it's strictly better than Eldritch Blast.
Huh. I'm like, how did it get on my list
Huh.
then?
Maybe you saw it and you just thought it was cool, but you didn't know that it was for a special item.
I also
okay.
tagged it as Warlock, so it's not hard to like find it. Like you could have just that's exactly it. Like, oh yeah, that's really good. Boop boop boop. You know.
Okay, won't use it, fix it later. Got it.
Yeah, no big deal.
Is Tarek gonna go and find a short sword? Is Tarek going to?
I have that effect on people.
Hello.
Hi.
I was gonna. So is Tarek? Do you want to look for a short sword? I have a javelin, if you want to use it. But short sword I think is on the rogue list. So is dagger.
Yeah, I have a just a silver dagger.
I say go for a
Urs.
short sword.
And I'm just looking at my equipment
Just in
list just to
case.
see what else was in there. It's either that or I just go at disadvantage.
Honestly, it's better just to go with disadvantage because you don't want to lose all. You're using a magical weapon. If you start using a regular weapon, then that just becomes
Right.
a mess. You can hit with it, but it has no other properties.
Right. Plus, I sort of have I sort of have a plan, I guess.
Plans are good. We usually start out with them.
All right. So from here, do you want to go to the ship?
Yes.
Sure.
All right. So as you head over to Storm's Heart and Shimmering Cliffs Bay, which is the bottom left-hand corner, that's number 98 and 33 respectively, you see that the ship is there and prepared for you. The captain greets you warmly, and you head over to the ship. The ship takes off and sets sail, and you will be on the ship for some time. If you want to make a short rest in the meantime, while you're on the ship, you can. But in the meantime, you are currently on the ship. Arden greets you warmly. Ah, yes. Thank you for coming. We're just going to go ahead and keep going to the route. We're going to have to be careful.
You mind if I help work the ship? It's been a while, and I'd like to just stretch out my sea legs.
Aye, yes. Yes, go ahead and do so. So how the ship works is that all the layers of the ship are actually on the map. You may not be able to see all of them or most of them right now. If you decide to go down into the ship's bowels, I will put you where you need to be. We should be there in about 20 or so minutes.
Good. And Thorka will continue like working, rigging and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm just walking around looking at the armament, the firepower basically on here.
Mhm. All right, we have to be prepared for anything.
So what do they have on the ship as far as their offensive abilities?
Their offensive abilities are vast. Cannons all throughout the ship, and even more inside. This ship seems to be equipped with cognitionis technology, which is deeper in the bowels of the ship itself. The ship definitely seems to be moving faster than a normal ship would move, and you're kind of curious about what's in the very deep fathoms of the ship to take a look at it. And the captain's quarters has maps and other components as well. Arden says to you, I'm gonna go into the captain's quarters for a while. Let me know if you have any questions.
So Thorka will work his way over to Tarek. It's like you see the ship. There's a lot of money put into this ship.
Yeah,
This is, a lot.
it's funded.
It's funded for something.
Yeah, let's go take a walkabout.
Yeah,
So can
I
we
like
go?
point at Alanis to we're going down.
Yeah, I guess can I? Does it go down here? I guess right there.
So it goes down. I'll show you. So it goes down going north. There's a door that's in front of you, Thorka, and if you walk forward, there's a stairs that go down. Did you want to go
Uh,
through the door?
yeah, Thorka's gonna go through the door.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I'll bring you through the stairs.
So is this just like a storage area?
It is. Yep. I'm gonna move you over. And you hear the billowing of the cricketing and cracketing of the wood, and just crew members talking amongst themselves, preparing notes and things like that. And you see another set of stairs that lead even more downward.
What are the crew are just relaxing, or they're doing something more specific?
No, they're just relaxing right now. They're allowed to. They're in a relaxing stage.
All right, let's keep working our way down then.
Yeah.
Until
What
we
is
see
like
something.
down? What is down this like little hallway here?
It's a long hallway that looks to be the sleeping spots for the crew. If you did want to take a look at it, you can take a look at it. There's a doorway. There's two doorways between that circle, and then a third doorway that's at the very bottom.
Yeah, I'll take a walk down, just being quiet, and I'll just kind of give the doors just a quick stealth listen.
You hear a crew member within each doorway.
Can I make out any topics of conversation or anything?
One of them just seems to be reading to himself. It seems to be some sort of novel. The other seems to just be relaxing, and the last one just seems to be just again relaxing. Might even be in sleeping in some way.
All right, so nothing pertinent information. All right. So I'll just come back to Thork and I say it just sounds like Prue's quarters.
All right, it's a pretty lax ship. Let's go down.
Yeah.
And in Thorka, you see that's a door in front of you to the south. And then you see that this seems to be the quarters for people to make food, storage, and things like that as well. And there seems to be a few more spots to the north as well.
Do a little walk around, just to kind of get a better eye of like a feel for how the ship is.
You can see that one of the crew members seems to be surveying the food and rations, and the other crew member seems to be taking a look at some of the weapons and different components that are on the table.
Looking at are the weapons nice?
No, they seem to be primitive and common.
Interesting. So we've got a rich ship, but crew members' weapons are pretty shabby.
And Tarek, there's a door to your south.
Right. So I was gonna say I'm giving it the nonchalant kind of listen to.
It sounds very loud in there. Noises that you've never heard of before.
All right. Is it locked?
It's not locked.
All right. What could happen? So I'll open the door.
Okay, give me 1 second. It's open now. You see metallurgy unlike you've ever seen before, and you see that there's two individuals in here that seems to be controlling whatever it is that's in here. And there seems to be a large gem in the middle of this room. It seems to be giving some sort of power or resources to it all.
Hmm.
Hello.
Yeah. What do you need? I can't be bothered right now. I'm trying to deal with a little bit of a thing going on here. We're piloting the ship.
Sorry to bother you. Just never been on a ship like this, and was curious. And now we know how it's running the way it is. Can you give us just a quick explanation? We don't want to take up your time.
Sure, the Cognitionis, this ship is under order by them to test some of their capabilities of what they could do on the high seas. So, we use some of their technology, and we tend to go a lot faster than normal ships by doing so.
And they just gave you that technology for free? Because
Well, they get to run experiments here with the technology, so I mean, it's
so you test it, you tell them if it works or not, and then you get the, you get the benefits of being able to use it.
Well, we have to give them a maximum knot correlation in regards to how fast we can go, and so on and so forth. Lots of large language words and things that they really enjoy. All the information and such. So it's all very useful, but it's all very annoying.
Sure, can understand that, but you still get the benefit from it for testing it for them.
Aye, we do tend to be faster than we need to be, which is great for getting away from pirates and getting away from other such things, if you know what I mean.
Also, you're not, you know, you're not relying on the wind too much. You're not relying on crew members too much. You need crew, but the ship seems like it just can move fine.
Aye, yes, we don't have to worry too much about too many crew. We're both able to repair whatever it is that is here. We're able to mend things and the like in case anything happens. As long as we don't take too many hits to the bow, then we should be fine. Are you the new crew that's supposed to come with us and die underwater?
Yep, that's us.
Well, we certainly would love to share the spoils, but you know, I will tell you what they told the last crew. Be careful.
Sure. What did you know? You know anything? Anything particular about that last crew?
Yes. One of them was a beautiful woman. The other one was a man who felt that he could protect her at all costs. Two others were brothers, one of which was a strong healing type, and the other a strong man with a quick wit. All of them were food for the Kraken.
Then he must be full. Then we'll be fine.
I doubt that, but who knows?
Well, what can you tell us about the Kraken?
It's large. It as long as you can kill it, it won't kill you. It's in the deepest parts of the ocean. It is. I don't know. What do you want to know about the Kraken? I mean, that's it's a Kraken. It's a scary monstrosity of a beast. It's a bastard,
I mean,
and it deserves to die.
I mean, I would have liked to known the last book he read because maybe we could talk to him. But no, that's all. All that info's good. We'll kill it before it kills us. And kill it before it might eat your ship. So, very good.
Yeah, you
Well,
stand the ben. Well, I guess you don't stand the benefit from this because you're more lucrative with everybody failing.
Well, I mean, the Kraken is unable to catch the ship, so we're not that worried about it.
For now.
For now,
things,
exactly. Nothing lasts
things
forever.
change. The sea changes, and you guys are used to your self-moving ship, but the sea always collects when it wants to. You're always on borrowed time. Doesn't matter what you're piloting out here. But anyway, we're gonna do our best, and maybe we'll see you later, or maybe not.
You hear out loud something that worries you a bit. And it's quiet, but it's loud enough that you hear it. There's some action out here!
Oh, it might be lunchtime. Let's go. And Thorka will just, run all the way back up to the top.
Okay. Is everyone else following?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me get you over here. And you see Arden come out. Oh, alright. Well, lads and lasses, I hope you're all prepared, because I had not expected this to happen so fast. It looks like Bisons has tracked us down once again. I want the crew below deck. These men and women will handle whatever's coming. and you see the men and the women on the crew start shifting themselves below deck, um, getting themselves kind of away from the situation, and you're not entirely sure why that they're all heading below deck.
Tarek, if we survive this, we're gonna get a real boat. Not this lazy man boat. A real boat.
Yeah. Can I get any sense why when he ordered that, did it seem like normal or?
To the crew, it seemed normal, but for being on a ship, for especially for the amount of time that you were on a ship, um, that's not normal.
So
All
something's
right,
coming,
lads
huh?
and lasses, and he points at the at the wood that is right here. I would stand off of that if I were you. I would get off of that as soon as you can. And you see something happening right there. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I'll just step up over here.
Thorka will stay by the mast.
You see large fog that seems to be just kind of billowing in that area. All right, well, the last time this happened, folks, Bysant summoned something onto the ship. The people that were here before you weren't able to destroy it. I don't know what's going to be summoned this time, but I assure you that you could probably handle it. That being said, if you need anything, knock. And he opens the door and he jumps inside and shuts the door behind him, and you hear a like it's locked from the other side.
Huh.
I like him. How about you, Tarek? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Sailors are interesting.
Tarek, you think we can get away with taking the ship?
From there, you hear this like gurgling noise and this roar when this large slithering monstrosity starts to appear and makes its way. Roll initiative for me.
Hey, 17's good. That's a good Thorka roll.
Woo!
Nice.
Tarek, you're up first.
So this thing that appeared, um, would I know this from the description? Is this the Kraken, or was this just the summoned beast?
This seems to be some sort of gargantuan summoned beast. Doesn't seem to be a kraken at all, based on the descriptions of a kraken.
All right, so I will just bonus action, click the boots of speed, and I will. I'm just gonna pull the Soul Ripper out and just step up and booming blade him.
All right. That will hit.
So 31 piercing, 7 thunder.
All right.
So that was that, and then I will just beat feet up the steps here. To the captain's wheel.
Sounds good. From there, Alinus, it's your turn.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast. Do I roll for all 3 beams or just for one?
Well, you have to roll an attack roll with each beam.
Okay. Ooh.
So 2 beams hit, one of them is a crit. So then the easiest thing to do would be to roll the damage together. So you would roll 3d10, 3d10 plus 12.
Plus 12, yeah. Nice. 35.
All right. From there, Thorka, it is your turn.
All right. With a bonus action, Thorka will will his sword to activate, and you just see a lightning aura cover the sword. And this is the first time he's wielding his sword for a long time, so he feels that the weight in his grip, and he swings it with that killing intent. So, 2 attacks. First attack, 24. Second attack, 18.
They'll both hit.
All right. So I'm gonna just... No, okay, so first attack damage... What is it? 11. Okay. 33. And then 36. So 69 points of damage. Nice.
All right.
Oh, and the 2d6s, because I activated it. So that's 46s. This is all lightning damage now. 12 more points of damage. What's that, 81? 69 plus 12, 79. Yeah, 81 points of damage.
All right. Sounds good.
Well,
It roils in pain, but it's still up. So it is going to, it's gonna go ahead and lash out with its tentacles, at you, Thorka, and it's gonna try to attack you. Ooh, lucky. That was a miss.
Got him in the shield. Use the shield.
Yep. And then after that, it's gonna go ahead and shoot an acid attack. So the acid breath, it exhales an acid breath in a 60-foot cone. I need you both to make a dexterity saving throw for me. Tarek, you pass.
an evasion, so I take no damage.
Sounds good.
Whiff.
Alinus, unfortunately, I have 44 acid damage on your failed save.
Woo.
A lot of 6s there. 5s, 4s, and 6s.
Yeah.
It's my lucky day.
Not unlike me. Tarek, it is your turn.
All right, Tarek, seeing the foul creature with its bad breath try to blast us with it, he just rushes up again, and I will booming blade.
That will hit.
So take 40 piercing and 9 thunder damage, and then I will just gleefully look at him and just kind of like wave my free hand in front of my nose and just nimbly rush back to the captain's wheel. This time on the other side of it.
You hear it roar. It's just mad. Alinus, it's your turn.
Okie dokie.
Now that I am thoroughly displeased, let's see. I am going to give it a chill touch this time. Hell yeah.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice.
So that's 68.
Nice.
Yes.
It's massive.
Hey. Hey. Take that necrotic damage.
Yeah.
From there, Thorka, it's your turn.
All right. Feeling that sword in his hand, like it's all starting to come back to him again. He goes on another swinging thing while pushing his shield in its way to really get its attention away from the others. So first attack, nice. Second attack, okay, both hits.
Yes.
Okay. 30, 29. And then 16. So 59, 69, 75 points of damage.
All right.
With 16 of that being lightning.
Yep, no problem. From there, the enemy is very, very angry and is going to try to attack you again, Thorka. 23 against your AC.
One off. I block it.
All right.
Nice.
And then you see the enemy seem to be casting something, which you're actually surprised that there seems to be a spell that's billowing out of its mouth. The person that's being targeted seems to be the person who taunted it. And Tarek, I need you to make an intelligence saving throw for me.
Okay. All right, roll 20. Oh, nice.
All right. So you're still going to take the damage, but you won't take the bad effects. You're going to take 14 psychic damage.
All right.
You feel like your brain was being attacked in some way, and that if you failed, you were really worried what the consequences would have been. Tarek, it is your turn.
All right. So after like shaking that off, I just said, "Oh, foul creature needs to die," and I will just march up, and I will continue what I've been doing. and I will just booming blade him again. Nice. And I believe that was, yeah. So let's set this up here. So that's 30, 40, 55, 60, yeah, 55, 62 piercing and 21 thunder damage.
How do you want to kill him?
Oh, I brush off. I just brush off whatever he was trying to do to me, and I thread it right through its foul mouth, just up into its brain, and just pull it out.
You hear it scream, and then it starts to kind of slither off of the ship and just dissipate into the nothingness. But you do notice that the smoke is still there.
Everyone be ready in case something else comes. It could continue to summon things, so don't drop your guards.
Yeah, I'm gonna move back away from it.
I'm actually gonna do the same. Is it okay to bonus action lay on hands myself?
Yep, you're out of combat right now. So you have, it seems like you have whatever time until there's something that comes out.
Okay.
Guys, do you want Thorka to come, like, pretty much would be in the front of you guys? Or do you want him to stay on that side? Kind of like to, like, you know, if you guys, especially Tarek, like, maybe can use him as, like, a little bit of a wall.
Maybe. I mean, I'm pretty fast, so as long as I keep connecting, I can go in and out fairly quickly. But since we're out of combat, I'm gonna take the opportunity to call a Paz out of the pocket dimension.
Okay. Well, that, you know what, Thorka is gonna start making his way. He's not gonna touch this fog portal thing, but he's gonna make his way over here, still ready for a fight. But he wants to make sure to protect his comrades. So he puts himself there, ready. As soon as something comes out, he's gonna take a swipe at it.
Okay.
Now, is the boat still moving through all this?
Yep, the boat is still moving.
And this cloud or fog is just not being blown off the boat at all. It's just hovering over them.
Yep, that's why you know it's unnatural. You suddenly start to see something flicker into reality on the boat. And the smoke dissipates. You hear the one in the back start to talk. Are you still swinging as soon as you see it?
Do they look hostile?
Their
It wasn't
hands,
a monster like I was expecting.
They all look like skeletons, 2 undead, and their hands are glowing.
Oh yeah, definitely. Then swinging at this thing in front of me. They look undead. They're undeads. They're my enemy.
Okay.
So, and it would just be it would just be one attack, right?
Yes.
Okay. 29.
That will hit.
So that's 25, and then 2d6s. So 33 points of damage.
All right, it takes 33. Immediately, you start to see that their hands pulse. Give me 1 second. And you notice that the skeletons are in their own almost special field. The special colors just seem to envision and surround them. Their hands pulse once again, and they cast a 9th level spell.
Level spells. Oh boy.
All of you are frozen in time currently. You see one of the skeletons face you. We are Bison's gods, and we have come to show you what we can do. We want you to go no further. The one on the left looks at you and says, Thorka, come back to us. Be with your friends. Be part of something more. Be part of the mass of death. Suddenly, Thorka, you see that you're able to speak. Just at least for a brief moment.
You come here to show us what you can do. Well, you no longer have any pull with me, slaves of Byzance. I'll show you what I can do.
Then you hear him say, so be it. We will show you a part of our power, and you will all suffer. If you survive, then you may deal with the Kraken. But if you die, so you shall fare. And you see the one in the back raise its hands right here and seems to cast something, and you immediately notice that there's a ball of flame that seems to be sitting in place. Every time the ball of flame is in place, it moves up higher, so it's above your heads, and grows larger. 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 And larger. Remember yourselves. And remember this moment that you have been given the chance to live, and instead you have decided to die. All of you can talk, but none of you can physically move. And you start to see the ball of flames slowly shifting down and down and down until finally it's kind of touching your faces. Everyone on the ship seems to start to vanish, but the flames, they do not. And finally, just as the flames reach your faces and get to that point, you are able to move. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
So that's 19.
All of you take half damage.
Evasion,
team.
so I could take 0.
That's correct.
And I'll roll for a Paz, I guess.
Okay.
So I'm assuming he failed.
Yes. So it'll be 26 damage total.
Yeah, he disappeared. Oh, you're talking about... Right, God.
The flames just spew out. Anyone who took damage is just obviously frustrated. Any objects that were in the area are now on fire, and I'm gonna put those up in just a second. Um,
My hair.
and then the silence is almost deafening. The crew starts coming back up, and they start to put out the flames as fast as they humanly can. You see them going up and down, going ahead and trying to put out the flames. If you do want to help them, you absolutely can.
Yeah, Thorka starts
Yeah, we'll
grabbing
do.
buckets and starts bailing water onto the fire.
Get it out.
Yeah, I'm watching the crew very intently to see if I can pick up anything with their mannerisms, because of what I sensed before with the captain and the way they responded.
They just seem to be very intent on making sure that everything is okay with the ship, and they almost seem uninterested and not worried about what's going on or what happened, which is very strange to you.
Mm.
After some time, they go ahead and put out all the fires. And finally, the captain comes back out. Oh, you guys, you all did a great job. Seems to be much quieter now.
It does, doesn't it?
We are almost at our destination, where the Kraken is located. Once we get there, you can jump off the ship, and we will make sure to drop a rope and the anchor down below so that you can go ahead and climb back up it.
Ted, is there enough time for a short rest?
Oh, yes, there is.
Okay, so Thorka will take a
Wonderful.
short rest, catching his breath and checking his armor and equipment.
Yes. Oh,
Nice.
you like that? It forced me to do, another one, because that's what Roll20 loves me so much. Hey.
Tarek, what was that? No, not the roll. I meant like the situation. So he sends a big tentacly thing. Then he sends his guys to give us a warning. And then the ship, yeah, it attacked the ship. Took more, was he attacking us or the ship, or and then this crew?
Yeah, and I'm staring at the captain the whole time. And I said, easy thing for a crafty man to do. It's just to eliminate the people that have come out here before they even get to where they're going.
Right? That makes sense to me.
I said, and I said, Ardeen, you wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
I don't know anything about that. I don't know about the Byzant. I just drive my ship and follow my orders.
Can I make an insight check about that?
Sure.
Seems right.
You believe him.
Seems about right to me.
Yeah.
May I make an insight check?
Sure.
Nope, doesn't seem sus to me.
All of you believe this captain that's piloting a ship that you've never seen before, out taking you to waters that are unknown, that he is trustworthy.
Well, like since we believe him, moving past that, Thorka's like, so okay, so obviously they wanted to target me, right? And Byzant's probably pretty pissed off that we were able to break his hold on me. But it's still just like it seemed like they were capable of a lot more other than just giving us a warning. And I mean, for the level of damage they can try to do to us, it seems like they want us. I wonder if there's more to getting to this Kraken than we understand. But we have to just go on the information we have and keep going. Maybe they thought it would deter me. Maybe they thought if I wasn't in the right mind, something like that would shake me up. But I'm good. I'm driven to continue this. That's the only way I'm gonna make up for all the bad I did under Byzant's influence. So I have to keep going. It's questionable.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, the captain seems pretty trustworthy, so really don't have
Oh, he seems great.
any reason to doubt what he's saying.
Really charming.
The crew is a little odd, but
Well, my crew is used to profiting, so they do the best they can with what they have and what they can get. So
yeah.
We are almost there, so if you have any other preparations to make, in about 10 minutes' time, we're going to be there.
Okay, everyone seemed patched up. Everyone's got the potions ready for underwater breathing.
Yeah.
If anyone's got a weapon they want to switch to, do it now. I've got that ring on, so I'll be able to supposedly move pretty okay.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
All right.
Yep.
So 10 minutes pass, and from there, just give me 1 second.
Yeah, I'm gonna be right back.
He says, "All right, drop the anchor. We're here." And you can see that the anchor is dropped right over here. So when you're ready, go ahead and swim down, and good luck.
All right, so Thorka he's gonna place himself over here. He's gonna drink that potion, let it settle, essentially letting it settle real quick. Pretty much as long as it takes to get that back taste flavor, and then he's just gonna sit on the banister and then kind of do a backwards flip down into the water.
All right.
Yep. All right. Takes the drink, gives it a second, and goes to hop on in. Whee.
All right. Tarek, are you jumping in the water? Can't hear you if you are.
Yeah, as I blather on with the mute on. Yeah, I'm gonna drink the potion of healing or water breathing, and yeah, jump in.
All right.
Blahoosh. And I do a pirouette and a freaking jump off and a couple somersaults and go in the water.
All right. As you swim down, 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 deeper upon the water blue, you notice that there seems to be a platform that is down here that is unlike anything that you've ever seen underwater. That is where you land as you go deeper and deeper into the water where the anchor is located. As you get down there, you notice something surrounding you. Seems to be some mer people that are down here. What are you doing? The one closest to you, Tarek, says.
Do I understand what he's saying?
He says it in common, so you do understand it.
I say, we're just, visitors here. And, trying to get the lay of the land. We don't get down here much.
don't believe you, it says.
And I said, really? I kind of look at him and I say, look at me. So does it look like I've ever been down here before? Clearly, that's true.
Why you come down where we live?
Curiosity?
And I'm sure the look of complete and utter amazement on Alinus's face is probably helping that. Like, whoa.
You hear a bit of bubbles coming from the north. Oh, the ceremony! The ceremony! We have to do the ceremony!
What ceremony?
The what now?
They seem to almost ignore you, and they shift to the corners of the platform. We have to do the ceremony, and they've raised their tridents up. And as they raise their tridents up, you see more bubbles coming from the north. Suddenly, you notice that the platforms join together from the plant life and the things connecting to one another. It is working. And you hear them mumbling something weird, just strange mumbling from their mouths. It just seems to be meditating.
I understand that, right? Because of the sword.
Yes.
What are they talking about?
They seem to be talking about getting the monstrosity, arising the great beast to destroy those.
Wait, so they're trying to summon the monstrosity?
They seem to be, that's what you hear. You hear, arise the beast, arise the great one.
And I yell out to them, they're trying to summon the Kraken.
Oh boy.
You want to kill him?
I don't want to be in the front.
What do I understand the intent? Do I get that from it? Are they like doing this as a praise thing, like a worship? Like, do I recognize that, or is it like something different?
Without asking them, talking to them, having them say anything to you, I really can't give you all that information.
Okay, so like I'll just to the nearest one. It's like, and I say it in his language because I can also speak the language. What are you summoning? What are you bringing here?
It looks at you funny, and it stops. It's what it's doing, and turns to look at you. We are summoning the one to destroy the ship that's above us.
Why do you want to destroy the ship?
It is in our territory. It is in our way.
Has it caused you harm, or is it just in your territory?
This anchor has created dents in the ecosystem. Its foul gases and things that it spews into the water. And you notice above you, there seems to be a slow drip of what can only really be described as oil that seems to be dripping into the water and kind of coming down below.
Can violence be avoided if we tell them to leave, and tell them where your people are, and not to drop anchor here anymore?
No, they will be destroyed.
And if we fight back for them?
Why would you fight back?
Because the Kraken, or your creature, is causing harm, and it may be the key to a greater evil.
What? A greater evil?
This Kraken of yours, I don't think is under the command of itself anymore. We've heard stories that something else, another powerful being, has made it its pet, and it's doing its bidding in other parts of the ocean.
You see the three remaining stab their tridents into the ground, and the one that's talking to you says, "It can't be stopped now."
There's nothing to stop it coming here?
It will destroy you all.
Well, then I'm going to ask you to leave. Because if something's going to happen here, and I don't think you understand that this creature is no longer something that either you think you can control or something that it's going to help you. It now does someone else's bidding. So unless you want to be stuck in a battle between us and it, I would say swim away now. Get out of here.
Oh, we will leave. That's not to worry. And you can see the other one go to him, and then you can see the other one come over here. We will leave. Good luck.
I think you don't understand that it'll come after you next. And then I quickly tell them what that conversation was in common.
You suddenly feel.
I'm sorry. I quickly told them what the conversation was.
Okay. You suddenly feel the ground beneath you shifting rapidly, and you're not sure why. Suddenly, the platform that seemed to be on the other side, the items that were on that platform seemed to vanish, almost inviting anyone to check it out. Head over there.
I guess I'll go check it out. What is the platform? Up here, right?
It's up here, I guess.
Yep, it's up here.
Okay, so how far can I get over here to be able to check things out?
So it's pretty rough terrain. So even with swimming, it's gonna take you. It's just gonna take some time to get to the other side and not have to worry about the unsteady platforms and stuff like that, because the things that are between it seem to be coral formations or seem to be something else.
So swim.
Yep. Alinus and Tarek, are you gonna head over that way as well, or is it just Thorka?
Yeah, I'm gonna boots of speed, and I'm gonna I guess move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to here.
And then with the ring, I can move 40 feet then?
You can, that's correct.
And then I could dash essentially another 30. So I'm basically swimming.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'll swim along the edge. I think I can get to 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. So I'm kind of treading water.
Mhm.
Not I don't want to land on the platform.
Okay.
And just looking at the platform to see if I see anything. I mean, out of the ordinary. I honestly didn't look over there when we first were in anyway. Excuse me.
I guess Thorka will continue just swimming up to here.
Mhm.
He'll just go right there. And, he can swim a little bit more. So I guess here.
You notice that there seems to be one solitary jewel that's in the middle of the platform.
Mm-hmm.
Well, should I go touch it?
Just got mage here.
I'm gonna go touch it, guys.
Don't do it.
Well, what else do you want us to? What do you want me to do, Eric? We didn't just fall off the wagon or anything. We've done this before many times.
I know.
So why don't you guys put yourselves in a position and get ready for something, and I'll I'll wait and then I'll touch it.
Maybe we shouldn't be near the edge.
Well, I don't know. Well, I'm gonna I put my hand on my shoulder and I'm gonna cast bless on everybody with one of the tattoos.
All right.
And Thorka is going to. One moment. Where is it? Choose one creature you can see within range.
Put my air conditioning on.
Choosing one. Thorka's going to cast haste on himself.
Okay.
And then, are you guys ready?
Yeah, I guess ready as we'll ever be.
Ready as ever be. That's always a good thing.
Yeah.
And Thorka will touch it.
When you touch it, it seems to glow, and another jewel seems to appear.
I take my hand off of that jewel to see what happens.
That stops glowing.
Oh, the one I was touching is no longer glowing?
Yes.
Alright, so Thorka will swim over here. And he'll touch this one.
That one is now glowing, and another one seems to appear.
All right, guys. Someone come over here and touch one. I think you guys might have to help with this.
So I swim dash over here, and I will I'll touch the red one.
And it's starting to glow.
And the other two?
Thorka's touching the one that Thorka's touching is glowing. The blue one doesn't seem to be glowing right now.
All right, Alanis, you're gonna touch this one.
Alright. Okay. First, I'm gonna cast a Shield of Faith on myself, and then I'm gonna go touch it.
Okay. You all start to feel tremendous rumble beneath your feet with all three glowing. Suddenly, something seems to be surging from in front of you very rapidly. You have 1 round to do something about it.
I look at the sword, and I kind of hold it to my chest, and I say, all right. I said, you know the deal. I've asked you before. I need your assistance.
It is quiet. But then it casts haste on you.
So I say, oh, I feel the surge, and I look at the sword, and I said, you know, why do you got to be such a tease sometimes?
Thorka, with his action, he has haste casted on himself. He's also going to will his sword to activate, and now it has an electricity aura around it again.
All right.
I am just gonna ready action with my cantrips. Just ready to shoot.
All right. It's gigantic. Just so you guys know, it's gargantuan. You're looking at this thing, and it looks to be the Kraken is headed your way. Is there anything else you guys want to do before it appears?
Do we want to separate a little bit, or do we want to stay close?
I mean, it's coming at us, so I'm going to release the gem. Right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's already coming at us. What
It's
do we need to still hold the gem? I think that we had to touch all three for summoning. That would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
When we release the gems, do we see any reaction from anything other than that the gems just kind of stop glowing?
No, the gems just stop glowing, but you could still hear it. And just keep in mind, your movement is still what you do in your action. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all I do is just move a little bit further away.
Mm-hmm. All right. So it collapses and comes right to you.
I've seen this anime.
Check,
This
please.
little blue girl, right?
That's something.
Check,
I
please.
need you all to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Check, please.
There's a no.
Nope.
You have bless, and if you're hasted, you have advantage on dex saves.
You're right.
Still no.
21.
All right, everyone who passed will take half, unless you're Tarek, who takes none.
Yeah, so 22.
Yeah, that'll be a pass.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be 22 bludgeoning damage.
So
Woo.
And then I need you guys to roll initiatives.
Crikey. Not great.
All right. Well, it's his turn first. You see such a gigantic kraken, it's barely even understood how large it really is. Um, so it's going to try to attack with its tentacle on Thorka. 19 against your AC will miss. Then one of them is going to be on Tarek. 33 against your AC.
That is a yeah, that hits.
It's going to be 15 bludgeoning damage.
I'll uncanny dodge.
All right. And you're currently restrained by that.
Okay.
And then it's going to use that tentacle to fling you 60 feet away.
Oh, I just deleted my guy by mistake.
There at the top left.
just got yeeted.
Oh,
You got tossed.
okay.
And then it's going to be 32 bludgeoning damage.
Can I cast Featherfall to slow down some of the damage?
We're underwater.
Underwater
Yeah, I
there,
mean-
Jabu.
Yeah. So
But- Go ahead.
I was gonna say if am I taking bludgeoning from hitting something, or am I like, how is that?
Yeah, so you're slamming into things as you get thrown through the water. Just the such force and veracity of being thrown through the water. Water gets harder as you move faster. So it's
Right. Well, that's what when he said where Jabu or appeared from somewheres. I have the Featherfall tattoo, which I was gonna see if that. I don't know if that does anything underwater.
you know what?
So
How about I'm gonna rule for cool, and I will say that I'll allow it, Tarek. And if you want to use it,
Ah.
you can.
oh, absolutely. I just getting wrapped up, a little beaten up and tossed. I say the command word. I cast the Featherfall off the tattoo.
Sounds good. So with that, you're gonna prevent the damage. You'll move, but you'll prevent the damage.
Okay.
The only issue I have right now is that Jabu, I need you to roll initiative, so I know where you are on the list.
Medication's making me all loopy.
No problem.
He was secretly in my backpack the whole time.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
guess what? You're going next, there, Jabu.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Bitches were hurting. Sorry. All right, here we go. I will shoot the Kraken. I'll shoot it with Ray of Frost.
All right. Oh boy.
Pretty much over.
Who-
It was a good try.
Whoops.
Thorka,
A
it's your
fort
turn.
effort.
Man.
Thorka, I can't hear you if you're talking, but it's your turn.
Oh, okay. It wasn't working. All right. So does this thing look so like I can just attack it, right? There's a tentacle right there.
Yep, it's gigantic. You can attack any part of it.
All right. So I'm hasted. So that's 3 attacks. So 3 attacks come in its way. 1, 2, and 3.
All 3 make its mark.
All right. So I'm going to attack. So first, 27 points of damage, 29 points of damage, 27 points of damage, and then I get to roll 66s. So I had another 21 points of damage.
All right.
Nice.
And that's the end of my turn.
Tarek, it is your turn.
Okay, Tarek is just going to... He's just going to rush up and he's going to just try and booming blade. Which I believe be disadvantage, but I believe I hit anyway.
You do hit.
Excellent. So I'll take a 31 piercing and 11 thunder. And then I will just, since I'm hasted, I will just attack again.
All right.
20.
That will hit, actually.
All right. So he will ignore the booming blade. He'll take 9 more piercing.
All right.
And then I will I mean, so this basically can reach anywhere on the map.
That's correct.
Okay, so I'm gonna stay right where I'm at then.
Okay.
Ride the turtle.
Yeah.
Alenus, it's your turn.
Okie dokie. We just see tentacles right now, like none of the main mass.
Yeah, I mean it's so gigantic you may never see it up close.
Okay, figured I'd just double check. I am going to just gonna see how this works. I'm gonna toll the dead it just to see how that works.
Okay.
So, wisdom save, please.
Sure. $18.
Damn it.
Alright. Is there anything else you want to do in your turn?
I can't cast another cantrip during my turn, right?
No, not unless it's for, it's a bonus action. So no. Alright. It is the Kraken's turn, and it is going to... Yeah, so, yeah, all of its tentacles are based on the same being. There's one cumulative HP pool. So you're hitting it, and it's moving all the time. So it would be one trigger of it every turn.
Okay, so yeah, all right. So as soon as it'll take 10 thunder.
Yeah, I'll just
from the
let
booming
you.
blade.
Yep, I'll just let you figure that out.
Yep. All right. No, good, good.
It is going to. So you see the kraken and its tentacles, and you can see electricity that seems to be forming around its tentacles, and you can see 3 bolts of lightning that go in 3 different directions. One goes through Tarek and Jabu, one goes through Thorka, and one goes through Alinus, just striking you and going through you. All of you need to make a dexterity saving throw for me. Dex saving throw, believe it or not, is very high. None of you pass.
Oh.
Yeah, none of us pass.
Especially Thorka.
Hey, none of us pass.
And it's going to be 23 lightning damage.
Evasion.
All right.
Wait,
Rub elements?
I'm not gonna make it, but I get because it's the spell thing. No, okay, so yeah.
And yeah, I heard absorb elements from you, Jabu, and that's fine.
Thank you.
All right. From there, Jabu, it's your turn.
I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna use chilling touch.
All right. That will hit.
20. 6 damage.
All right.
It's 6 damage of necrotic, and they can't regain any hit points at the start of of my next turn until the start of my next turn.
All right. Sounds good.
That's it.
All right. Thorka, it's your turn.
Okay, he's gonna use all his actions to attack. Okay, attack 1, attack 2, attack 3.
All 3 hit.
Nice, and he's going to be using first level smites on all of them. So 1, 2, 3,
Nice.
and then 6 d6 extra damage. So add another 20 to all that.
All right.
Does it twinge at all? Huh.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're level 11 now.
Yes, we are.
Please add another 5 more damage to that, please. I realized level 11 cantrips go to 3 instead of 2 dice. My bad.
No problem.
And another 7 because I rolled 2d8 before on the ice attack.
All right. Otherwise, yes, the Kraken seems to be pretty bloody at this point and is very, very mad.
Yay!
After your attack, it is going to make a legendary action. And it is going to do a tentacle attack on you, Thorka.
Okay. It's an attack, right?
Yes.
So you have disadvantage on that
Okay.
because of Cloak of Displacement.
All right. 26 against your AC.
That hits. That's my armor class right now.
It's going to be 23 bludgeoning damage, and you're currently grappled. Until this grapple ends, you're restrained.
Okay, so it was 26 and 27. Yeah, 26 hit me. I took 23 damage and I'm restrained now.
That's
Correct?
correct, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Now that's grappled, so you can escape the grapple using an action on your turn.
Okay.
All right. Tarek, it's your turn.
All right. Tarek will just, reach out and booming blade. A 19.
Just barely makes its mark.
Oh, right. Put that on. And yeah, so takes all right, 34 piercing and 13 thunder. And then I will just with my second I just attack again. And that will miss.
That will miss. All right. Alenus, it is your turn.
Okay. I think I'm gonna actually. I'm gonna hit it with the short sword that I bought. All right. Yeah. That hits, right?
That hits, yes.
Okay, so I'm making that extra spicy. So this is I'm gonna do second level smite on top of the damage on this because regular weapons are icky to me. So there's that plus the smite damage. Come back here. Ted, do I add charisma to my smite or no?
Yeah, you should. I mean, you would be able to do that. You should be able to.
No,
Okay.
the smite damage is just the dice.
Gotcha.
Okay.
There you go.
You're
Bam.
used to using your charisma because you were
Nice.
using a hacked weapon.
Yep.
All right, it will take 22.
And then I'm gonna do it again. Nice.
That'll hit.
Alright, regular damage first. And then another 13. So, yep.
All right. It is the Kraken's turn. From here, it is going to attempt to. Oh,
It takes 16 thunder from the booming blade going off.
boom. And then from there, it is going to try to bite Thorka and possibly swallow you, Thorka.
Cut it from the inside.
Yes. Heartburn.
It gets advantage on the attack roll because you're still restrained.
Well, he would then get normal because cloak of displacement.
There you go. 27 against your AC.
It hits.
It's going to be 23 piercing damage, and you are swallowed.
Oh.
Now you are blind and restrained. Jabu, it is your turn.
I'm going to cast at level 4. I'm going to cast Mind Sliver. I need you to do a Wisdom saving throw, please.
All right, let's see what happens. 15.
I need the 21. So that's going to be 4 d8s. It's 19 damage, psychic damage, and I have to concentrate, but for 1 hour I'll always know where you are. So,
Sounds good. Thorka. You're still restrained while you're in there, which just means that you have disadvantage on your attacks. You're blinded, so you have super disadvantage. Not that that actually means anything. But while you're down there, at the start of your turn, I'm sorry, never mind. Nothing. That's it. You're swallowed, and you're stuck in there right now, and that's it.
But I can still do something, right?
You can attack.
Okay, yeah. So, well, I'm still hasted.
Yes.
So first, my hasted action, I'm going to lay hands on myself.
Okay.
So let me just take care of that real quick. Okay, so with let me just make sure I'm getting my actions correct, because it's been a while, so I want to make sure I'm being fair. Okay, with a bonus action, I will now use my channel divinity, my vow of enmity, and give myself advantage. So now I'm rolling at normal against this thing. It's now my enemy, and I will now attack this thing from the inside with 2 attacks.
All right.
So, all right, 27, 24.
Both will hit.
All right. And I'm going to blow a, first, I'm going to blow another second level smite. For the first attack. And that's 43 points of damage.
All right.
And then the second attack is just going to be a normal attack. And it's another 25. And then still have the lightning damage going on. That's 4d6 of lightning damage. And that's 12.
All right. Hold on 1 second. Wow. Okay.
Uh-oh.
You are regurgitated from the Kraken.
Nice.
And then you fall prone within a space within 10 feet of it. So you'll be just right here where you were. You're not blind or restrained anymore. And you're good right now.
I come out and I'm like, I gave him heartburn.
Nice.
Just give me 1 second. Thorka, how do you want to kill the Kraken?
Yeah, buddy.
Nice.
So yeah, I just like came out of it, like just tear my way through its maw as it was like spitting me up, and you see all the ink and ichor just come out of it, and I'm just covered. Like, even though we're in water, I'm still covered in this thick mess of its insides, and just kind of almost came out like a blender, and just breathing hard in this water.
It collapses deep into the water. Everything seems to go back to normal, other than obviously the color of red that is sickened in the water at this point.
Nice.
What's that glowy thing?
So gross.
Wiggle a bit.
Can we get out of here now? Is there anything else we need to do down here?
You can see that the anchor is still down, and that it is prepared for you to come back up.
What's this look like?
Yeah, what's that?
Give me 1 second. From what that looks like, it looks to be some sort of rock that has lost its luster, and maybe this was the summoning stone that was ultimately used to gain the Kraken's attention.
I go look at Jabu. What do you think? What do you think? Do we need this?
I think we should take it because you never know. You can summon a kraken again.
Trophy for the tavern.
Does it look like I can cut it off with my sword? Like start cutting at it?
Just looking at it, it looks tremendously heavy.
Boo.
But we're in water.
Yeah.
And I'm really strong. It looks too heavy, guys. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
Swim, 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 swim to the anchor.
As soon as you're at the anchor, then you'll be moved up. And the anchor is at the bottom right. Jabu, are you also going with them?
Yes.
All right. Hold on 1 second.
Nice.
Ah, you did it. Good lads, good lads. All right, pick up the anchor. Let's sail away. Let's get out of here. And you hear the cranking of the anchor being pulled up. That's good that you're not dead. I'm going to go back into the quarters, my quarters. If you have questions, let me know. And he steps into his quarters. And the ship starts to move again fairly rapidly, and it's starting to move back to you assume where the destination is. The captain seems to be sitting in his quarters. What would you like to do?
Yeah, after just trying to get as much of the ichor off, I don't know, guys. I think this captain, like, even though I don't know, he seems like a nice guy, but I feel like he has more to say.
I feel this.
Like, what
Well-
else has he been doing out here to get this kind of attention?
I don't know. Let's go interrogate him.
All right.
Jabu, put on your mean face.
I'm going to do it right now. Grrr.
That's
There
my
you go.
boy.
And then we're gonna go get ice cream, Jabu.
I love ice cream. That's my favorite thing to get.
Yep.
Yeah.
So first mean face, then ice cream. All right. So we go down the steps and go, I guess, all the way to the captain's quarters.
Yes, the captain's quarters is just a door, so I'll shift you all over there. You can see that the captain seems to be looking at a map. Oh, you lads did a great job down there.
Well, thank you, but you gotta. I feel like there's some more that you're not telling us. Uh, Look, your business is your business, right? I don't, it's not necessarily important to us how you make your money or what you do for, the guilds, but, this ship has made itself a target to the denizens of the deep, but I feel like it's not just, oh, an anchor hit this thing or we're swimming, we're sailing in these mermen's home. There's got to be more to it.
Hmm.
Like you're a target. You're not just a ship that's here. There's something of whatever you're doing with this ship has made you a target. And like I said, I'm not here about the work you're doing. I'm here about just trying to figure out why this might be a target for Byzant. That is my number one goal, is to learn more and more about it, and so that way I and this group can finally stop him from terrorizing. So like you can understand that, right?
Well, Byzant is worried that that Kraken was protecting some sort of phylactery, from what I understand. But I don't know what his phylactery is.
You have any guesses though? Like something you might have heard, something. It's going to be something ancient because it's Byzant's been around for a long time, and he would have hit it somewhere that to us is ancient, but for him at the time, it was a great hiding spot. So maybe on one of your old, not maybe on an old map, some or a rumor you heard somewhere, um, not easy to get to at all, but any rumors would help.
It doesn't matter if we get to it at the time, because you have to kill him before we can go to it, before he recovers where it is. But from what I would guess, it's likely under the waves. I'm sure with a little bit of time, maybe a week or so, I can go ahead and find out where it is. Now that the seas are a bit more free for me to do what I need to do now that that Kraken is gone.
So we got rid of the Kraken for you. It makes your job, whatever that is, a lot easier. We will stand up to Byzant and buy us the time to figure out where the phylactery is. And then do you think then your ship can get us there?
I am sure that my ship can get you there. I don't think it would be an issue.
Hmm.
You said that he was looking at maps.
He is, yes. He seems to have a lot of maps that are in front of him, but one in particular is in front of him right now.
So, all right then. So I'll trust you to start looking around. But in the meantime, so what do you we came down here when you were doing some work. What are you working on right now?
Well, I'm just working on the maps, you know. The crew isn't very good at which direction we're headed. So I'm just gauging the maps and gauging where they're headed versus where we can go. Especially now that the underwater monstrosity is gone, whether it be temporary or permanent, we can at least do what we need to do under the water now too.
So what do you? So
What do you
Thorka
need?
gestures over to that map.
Yeah, what do you need to do under the water?
Well, we get underwater treasure. It's much easier to plunder underwater than it is other ships. It's much safer.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
No, not really much. Just money and riches. The crew loves it. It's all valuable to us.
Is that the next destination?
What's on the map? Well, yes, but we're planning on going to Inverness first to stock up. Me and my skeleton crew of sorts.
Well, yeah, you don't need much of a crew on this kind of ship. But what you do need is someone to take care of, let's just say, problems out at sea, right?
The few problems that we do have out at sea.
Well, the few problems you have out at sea, it's one of those things where you may not need to be prepared all the time, but you do need to be prepared. You're always happy when you are prepared for, those kind of situations. So maybe that's something we can work on together at some point. You don't have a lot of fighting men on this ship, and you're going after underwater treasure, and other ships are at sea, other monsters in the water. You may need help, and you may want to hire on, a fighting crew.
Aye, that's true. Give me 1 second, boys and girls. I have to see what's going on out here. You can talk amongst yourselves for a moment. And he goes to step out, and then he steps out.
I immediately start searching the room.
Okay. I need
everything.
I need all of you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Rat bastard.
What is this? Is it for
Seems
a
to
spell?
seems to be some sort of gas. You're breathing something in.
Would I still have bless engaged? I think that's like 10 minutes.
Probably not.
Ah. All right. Of course. Yeah.
Well, don't forget about bonuses from you get a +4.
Yeah, you all have a +4 from me.
Yeah, I have a 11. Probably not too good.
I got an 11.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. It was still set wrong.
Whoopsie.
That's...
Not 4D.
Oh, fucking D20. Roll 20.
3 out of 4 of you are currently asleep. And it doesn't seem like you can be roused. All 3 of you just fall asleep. Arden comes back in with 2 of his crew members, and Linus,
I am not asleep. I'm a half elf.
Mm-hmm.
Can't be put to sleep.
Okay. So the 2 of you see Arden come in with 2 of his crewmates, and he says, I would suggest that you stay calm, and I'll tell you what's going on. If you know what's best for you, you'll put these on. And he throws shackles to you, Tarek, and shackles to you, Linus. Just put them on your hands, and then we'll figure this matter out.
I look at Alanis. I look at the shackles. And I leap across the table and I booming blade the captain.
I go right for him.
Okay. You will not get a free attack because he's prepared. But you can roll initiative, Tarek and Alinus.
Should I roll just in case I wake up, or?
It's basically going to be no way to wake up. But you can, just in case.
Okay.
All right, Tarek, it looks like you have the first move anyway, so go ahead.
Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna continue what I was doing. I said I just leap across and I'll booming blade the captain.
That will hit.
All right. So 36 piercing and 8 thunder.
It all hits.
And then I will just move back into the corner on the other side of Jabu. Man, that's all I got.
All right. Give me 1 second. I wasn't prepared for a fight here.
I'm not putting any shackles on.
Take the ship.
Exactly.
Wake Thorka up, because he will totally take the ship. Paladin, yes, but not lawful good.
That's the next.
What is this lawful good paladin?
Pirate first.
Hold on. All right. He casts a spell on you, Tarek. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Of course, roll 20.
You see this negative energy that seems to be coursing through to you, and it causes you searing pain. You're gonna take 67 necrotic damage.
I'm down.
Then he says to you, Alinus, put the shackles on now. Alinus, it's your turn.
27 to hit.
It hits.
I knew there was something fishy about that guy.
So, going to do highest level of smite, so that's 5d8. 36.
All right.
And then a dude.
21 will actually miss.
Damn it.
That last hit, by the way, Alinus, with your passive insight, you notice that the captain seems to be skeletons, and you can almost see through parts of his body in some spots.
Oh, so that's an extra d8. It's the sword.
All right.
So he's undead.
Yeah.
See.
So then, technically, I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm down, but he would have regenerated 1d10, and I would have taken 1d10 damage on the hit with booming blade.
Oh.
Because the Soul Ripper.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I didn't even think about the Soul Ripper. It doesn't matter because you're down, so it's fine.
Right.
All right. One of the crew members is going to come up to you and is going to try to grapple you, to restrain you.
I think I have advantage. I don't know how the armor works with someone trying to grapple me, but I have that advantage thing with the to avoiding grapples.
So if someone tries to grapple you, you would just give me 1 second. I'll let you know.
Okie dokie.
So it's gonna attempt to grapple you, and it's gonna roll a strength check contested by either your athletics or acrobatics check. You get to choose, so you get to roll advantage on that.
Okay, I'll do athletics. I'm gonna go with that first one.
All right. So it was not able to grapple you, and then for the rest of its turn, it's going to attempt to attack you with a slam attack using its fists. And 14 is not going to cut it.
Nope.
Another crew member comes over here. Is going to try to attack you. With the second attack, it's a 25 against your AC.
That will hit.
It'll be 21 bludgeoning damage.
Displeased?
Another crew member enters, comes to you, attacks you twice. 30 against your AC. It's gonna be 22 bludgeoning damage.
I'm out.
And they make sure to knock you to 0. Arden snaps his fingers, and Tarek, it seems like you are not bleeding out any longer. Take him away, put them down below, and we'll deal with them when we get to our destination. And that is the end of this session.
Whoa.
I knew it.
Well, technically, we all failed that insight, so.
Yes, yes. All suckers.
Seems a little sus.
If I didn't fail my con save, we'd have the ship right now.
Yep.
Because I still have plenty of smites left for undead skeletons.
I blame Roll20.
The Roll20 is, again, our greatest nemesis.
Yes.
I hope you guys had a lot of fun today. Thank you, Phil, for jumping in last minute. Always appreciate you coming in. Thank you very much for everyone that watched over on twitch.tv. And we're going to exit Twitch now and talk at a game. So thank you very much. We will see you next week.